Before I get this Halloween review started, I'm going to give a special shout out to one of my friends of mine on Instagram and YouTube, which is Nathan Meyer George. He's a fantastic drawer, he's a fantastic YouTuber, and I hope you goodness that you guys are definitely subscribed to him. And I feel bad that he have 46 subscribers, which is not a lot actually. So please make sure go subscribe to Mario George. He deserves it, and he will be the new nostalgia critic. Well, Jack 21 Storm was originally going to be the new nostalgia critic in my YouTube, but due to his mental healthness and due to a lot of people can't stop bullying him, which leave him alone is bad enough. It's bad enough that somebody bully him. We don't need another one. So I am so glad that Mario George is still on YouTube, and I am so glad he's still in my live stream. Well, sometime, because sometime I'm not live stream, and sometimes just don't feel like it. Anyway, enough further ado. Let's get ready to one of the movie that you guys are ever going to Winston since Carwine. Let's get started.
Be warned, it's intense.
So, do you remember about the movie called ParaNorman? I sure did, because actually, I know this film after I saw the poster, after I saw the trailer on my Lorax DVD, and this film looked like a very good movie to watch on this Halloween season. So instead of doing a review on Hotel Transylvania, I might do that here pretty soon before this month over. So that's why I decided to do a review on the actual good Halloween movie next to Hotel Transylvania actually. Even I do prefer Wreck-It Ralph and Rise of the Guardians as the best animated film that came out 13 years ago. But let's be honest here, this film is 100 times better than Ice Age, Courage and Drift, and of course, what else? Something etc. too. Hello, spooky everybody, and welcome to your worst nightmare. Whoa. My name is NH Studio Lounge Hill, and welcome to my Halloween review month. Enough with my negativity with the James Gunn drama. I just want that drama to stop. Like seriously, every time I heard that drama, it makes me want to go outside and scream my A off to get my anger out of my assistant, because all these drama between with the Snyder Cortez and James Gunn has been annoying constantly, and because of that, so that's why I didn't even bother to do a review on Halloween movies. So that proves my point. So maybe tomorrow I could do a rant on the Haunted Mansion 2023, or I could do a rant on Hotel Transylvania 4, or I could do a rant on Halloween End. But maybe Halloween End, because I got a lot to say about that freaking movie. So yeah, so Halloween review month, which is a month is all about Halloween, and next month's gonna be all about Disney, 20th Century Studio, Marvel, etc. Well, maybe Lucasfilm, but I might talk about Lucasfilm movie on December for Star Wars month and Lord of the Rings month. Yikes. Anyway, guys, so another review we're gonna be doing for this Halloween review month, not just we did a review on Monster Inc. We're going to do a review on the one movie that people forgot even exists, which is a very shame, which is Nathan ParaNorman. Came out the year of 2012. Anyway, enough further ado, let's get to the history, shall we? So it's review time. So when this movie came out on October 25th, oh, wait a second. Oopsie. Hold on a minute. Is this supposed to be a white one? Oh. Well, hold on a minute, guys. Oh, hold on a minute. Alright, when this movie came out on October 17, this movie got a 89% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critic, and this film got a 72% for the audience. I'm very sorry about my exiting the app because actually I didn't even know they changed a release date, because this movie is coming out this year for a re-release including a new short that's going to be a different animation, way better than the stop motion one. So yeah, so not just this movie did pretty good on Rotten Tomatoes, this film did excellent. They give this film a 7.0 out of 10 on IMDb, and you got my favorite character played by Anna Kendrick, and can't have a crush on her because she might be a minor, so can't do that. So that would be disgusting. And of course, this movie got a 72 on Megascore. So yeah, and it's from the same director. His name is Chris Butter. I might look at this film and then I'll get to my review. And yes, this movie is a box office success. So this film earning a $107 million worldwide and achieving a $60 million budget, in which it was a commercial success. And for the budget, however, it was not a runaway blockbuster. It was the opening weekend for the strong, blah, blah, blah. What else? And that's probably it. So yeah, this movie did excellent at the box office. So this film earned $107 million worldwide for a $60 million budget, which that is pretty dope. And because of these epic golden phenomenon review and doing to this movie did excellent at the box office, the reward of this film was absolutely crazy and absolutely insane at the same time. So this film got nominated at the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature Film, but it got beaten by Brave, and you already know a lot of people was mad about it, which, to be honest, I was not mad about it. I was really disappointed because I wish Wreck-It Ralph won that, but hey, that's what Academy Award is because, dude, Academy can be so stupid these days. Yeah, I don't want to trash on the Academy because Mitchell really enjoy Academy Awards, so I don't blame him. And not just that, this film got nominated for the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Film in the U.S. I really hoping to goodness that Senator would definitely get nominated at the Academy Award. Like, can you imagine that a horror movie would get nominated since, I don't know, like Get Out or ParaNorman? That would be cool. So yeah, this film got nominated at the 2013 nomination for Best Animated Features, but none of them won actually. So yeah, and this film won at the Annie Award. So the nomination was animated effect of the animation production, character design 1, character animation 1, and what else? And that's probably it. And of course, this film won at the Television Music Award for Top Box Office Film. This film got nominated at the Society of Film Critic Award. This film got nominated at the One Award, which I don't give a less about it. And this one got nominated at the Critic Choice Award. This one got nominated as a Chicago Film Critic Award. And some random stuff that I just don't care about it. So yeah, this film did excellent at the award season. And yeah, and this film got nominated at the Golden Trailer Award. So not bad at all. So because of that, they decided to re-release this movie in theaters at the AMC theaters for a new short. It would be playing in the movies, which is better than the Thriller. The Thrillers. Ooh, I am so hyped for this one, man. I am so hyped. And just like the SpongeBob short, I will be watching this short on YouTube because there was absolutely no way I'm gonna be rewatching ParaNorman in theaters. Even I enjoy this movie. Even I enjoy this movie as Stars and Falls. But yeah, I'm just going to watch this short maybe next month. But let me think about it. So yeah. So what do I think about ParaNorman? This film was a very well-made movie with a fantastic animation, wonderful characters, and some of the characters can be mean-spirited, but hey, that's the characters. But the only flaws, well, I have two flaws about this film. Well, honestly, I think the pacing was kind of meh, actually. The pacing can be a pain in the butt because when you watch this film was taking forever to get in the zombie scene actually. So yeah, it's been a while I watched this movie. So let me know in the comment how many screen time that a zombie been actually. So yeah, and some of the character can be mean spirited Jack A, I guess it said, but hey. And of course, the last flaws I have for this film, which another thing, some of the scene cannot make any no freaking sense at all, honestly. And some of the scene can be very slow, and I'll be like, dude, get to the zombie part already. I don't want to see characters talking, talking, talking. Like, one of them can be cool, but the other one is just really, really annoying the frick out of me. So that's my only flaws I have with it. So overall, even this film is not as good as much as Carline and even Kubo in the Two String, but this film was a very well made movie. My favorite character in this film was Nathan Courtney, played by Anna Kendrick. Yeah, if you don't know about this actress, dude, what have you been? Yeah, this is the same actress that she was in the Troll movie as Poppy. Man, I gotta be careful saying that movie, or else Alec would be in the toxic Troll fan base. Oh my god! And of course, she was in Pitch Puppet. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Pitch Puppet. I try my best to watch the first movie, and I'm not into the second one and the third one. I do not give a crap that they have Haley Steinfeld in Pitch Puppet 2. Mitchell, you can say whatever you want about that, but on this, I'm not a huge fan of the franchise. I just think it's overrated as much as the Twilight franchise and the Game of Thrones franchise, and that is opinion, and maybe that's a factor. Mostly is an opinion, actually, so yeah. And of course, she was in that one Lionsgate movie called The Simple Favor, which I don't give a less about it, and I'm not watching it, so yeah. So yeah, her performance as a sister, and yeah, sure, she can be a very mean spirit to her brothers, but at the same time, that's what teenager is. Actually, that's this is what teenager is. Teenager always act like that, and I don't understand why people get criticized by talk about the teenager saying, "Oh my god, the teenager was the worst part of the movie because she was on the phone." Well, I'm on my phone too, and you don't see me complaining about people on their phones, and you don't see me complaining you guys that you're on your phone too. So that's what teenager is. So just deal with it, dude. So yeah, Courtney is my favorite character in this film, and she is so amazing. And I don't want to say something nasty about it because she might be a minor, she's a teenager, so skip. So yeah, and the acting was very top notch. Right, come on, you got Anna Kendrick, you got the actress of. Wait a minute, is that the same actress that she was in Mr. Peabody and Sherman as a mother? See. See real quick. I guess not. Let me check. Yeah, she was in Mr. Peabody and Sherman, which that was my favorite performance by this girl actually, and she is very beautiful. So no, I was gonna do that. Or else I would be changing the pictures. So you guys, so you got the actress that she was in, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and yes, you got my boy, John Goodman. Yeah, you got John Goodman as a mysterious guy. Tell the story about ParaNorman and the zombies, which John Goodman, you did excellent with your performance, and I thought he was gonna be the actor of Dr. Dragon from Kim Possible, but I didn't even know that the fact that John Goodman was really in this film. I gotta say, 2012 was a big year for John Goodman. Like, come on, you got Argo, you got Flight, and you got the Monster Inc. 3D re-release, which that film completely flopped at the box office, and yeah, I feel bad for that film. Yeah, I feel bad. And what else? What else? And some of celebrity, which I just don't know about. And of course, you got the actor that he was in How to Train Your Dragon and some of the Seth Rogen comedy films. So don't forget that as well. And who's this guy? Oh yeah, that's the same guy that he was in the one movie that Mitchell really enjoyed, and Goodwill Hunting, which is a movie about YGP. I mean YGPK. I don't know. Anyway, And the animation, oh my goodness, Leica would not let us down for this beautiful, outstanding stop motion animation. I love stop motion animation. Stop motion animation is my favorite animation style, next to the 3D animation style, and of course, my number one is the Spider-Verse animation style. I love the Spider-Verse animation style, and that's why in my imagination, all my movie would definitely be in the Spider-Verse animation. Well, not in director's cut because that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't want to be like the Smurf 2025 by making all the Smurf movie to be as a Spider-Verse animation, which it was stupid. And the climax of this movie was absolutely top notch. Like the climax was not boring, was not a pain in the butt to get through, but the climax was really thriller, was really amazing. And even this film is PG, but this film felt like a PG-13 because this film is a horror movie. This film is a family horror movie, and some kids can be creeped out about it, but at least it's not as creepy as much as Will the Dead Go to Die, but in a bad way actually. So I gotta say, ParaNorman, one of the best horror animated movie of 2012. But the worst animated horror movie from 2012, which another name Will the Dead Go to Die. Screw that movie. That film could burn in hell or I kill. And the ending of the film, I already know the ending is just feel like a generic ending. I mean, just like every animated film, but honestly, it's still a good ending. Even 2012 has been a trash year for horror movies. And honestly, not just you got ParaNorman and Cabin in the Wood. Yeah, I think Cabin in the Wood is 100 times better than ParaNorman. But this is the same year who gave us Will the Dead Go to Die, which it was a huge devil face, and that film is it's just made for evil people. Yeah, yeah, you hear me. Will the Dead Go to Die? That film is just made for evil people, and that is a fact. And if you don't believe me, watch the movie too. No, 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 no. Don't watch the movie. Burn that movie in the fire. If you see a copy, burn that movie in the fire. I honestly, dude, I do not care. I'm taking that film way to the extreme. Where I absolutely hated that film. And of course, you got The House at the End of the Street. Oh my god. Should I like to call it House at the End of the Stupid? Yeah, that film is just literally have a Jennifer Lawrence walking around the room, and of course, you see a generic jump scare. Like, that is stupid. Of course, you got the one movie that really tipped me off, which is Ned and the Apparition. Oh my god, I hate that movie. Yeah, yeah, that's the same movie that completely spoiled the ending, and I absolutely hated the movie spoiled the ending with the posters and the trailer. That is stupid. But I think the worst horror movie from 2012, which is Ned and the Devil Inside. Oh my god, man. Saying this movie is true story, dude, that is absolutely fake. Even Amsterdam is not based on true story, but I guess that at least that film make more sense by using that. By having the true story about the devil inside, about people having devil inside, that's stupid, man. That's stupid. That is the worst movie based on the true story, and a lot better movie based on the true story instead of that piece of crap. So even I think Cold Wine is still my favorite Laga film. But to be honest, I would have watched ParaNorman instead of watching a boring movie called Missing Link. Oh my god, man. No. I absolutely did not like Missing Link. And thank God I went to save my money to go see the Avengers Endgame instead of Missing Link. And honestly, I am so glad that the Avengers Endgame made more money than Hellboy 2019 and Missing Link because those films deserve it because those films have no reason to be in the film to be released in theaters in the first place. Especially for Hellboy 2019, I hate that film. So overall, ParaNorman is a fantastic, well-made horror film. And yeah, sure, this review was really off topic, but hey, it's nothing new. So the story, yeah, even the stories sound like generic because we see this type of story like a million times. But this film was a very well-made movie with a well-written script. Well-done voice acting, and Anna Kendrick is the best one in the casting choice. And the animation was really top-notch. And the characters, well, sometimes some of the characters can be really Jack A, but some of the characters can be really interested. And Courtney is still my favorite character in this film. And she might be in my top 5, my top 2 favorite character from Laka, but let's see that new Laka film will definitely have the female character who is not underage this time. And of course, in the action scene was really top notch. Like seeing all the character fighting the zombie. Yeah, it's kind of reminding me of watching Shaun of the Dead, but in animated form actually. So I was originally going to give this film a 9 out of 10, but due into I have a flaws about this film. Even I, even I still think there are a lot better animated film out there more than ParaNorman, like Wreck-It Ralph, Rise of the Guardians, and even the one film which is from Studio Ghibli, and and it was released by Disney. So the Secret War with Ariadne, yeah, don't forget that. And of course, you got Madagascar 3, which that's way better. So I'm gonna give ParaNorman a 8 out of 10. It's a great movie, but sadly this film don't deserve a seal of spooky Nick Awesomeness, because the only rating they're gonna give that, which is another 9 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. So 8 out of 10. It's a great movie, but this is not a spooky Nick Awesomeness. But don't worry, this film is a well-made movie. But I think Wreck-It Ralph is 100 times better than ParaNorman, and that's the end of the review. So, gentlemen, that was my movie review. So, the movie is from the same studio who bought you Cornwine, which is and ParaNorman. And tell me about your opinion on this film on the comments section below. And if you haven't seen this movie, you're gonna have a great opportunities, because they are going to release this movie in theaters, which is released right now, I think, but I think this film is releasing on in 3D this October. Catch it in the US October 25th and October 28th. So please make sure you go take your kids, see this movie, and tell me about your opinion on the short. I wanna know what you think of the short. You think it's good? Or do you think it's just like every single generic short that you found it in the bargain bin? So yeah. So how on earth a Laga use a CG animation for a new short, which I really hoping, dude. So due to I heard the news that Laga is going to do a sequel, I hope to goodness that Coldwine or ParaNorman will get a sequel. But I honestly don't think that they're gonna make a sequel to Miss Link, because that film completely flopped and lost money. But the only film I want to be the sequel, which is that is ParaNorman and Coldwine. But Kubo and the Two String, no. No, don't make the sequel of that, or else it would be ruin how good the first movie is. It can show us that Hollywood is just so greedy crap all, because they always want this. They always want to give everybody a sequel. Hey, you want a sequel? Boom, you got a sequel. No, not every movie get a sequel, you dingbat. So I really hoping ParaNorman would definitely come back. So I really hoping I can do a director's cut next year. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be on November on Nick's Con, and I will definitely tell you about the ParaNorman sequel. And don't worry, it will be rated R. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this spooky video, if you want to see more of this, Courtney screaming when you see a zombie crashing the cars, please, I recommend you, gentlemen, you hit a spooky subscribe button, turn on the scary notification, and show the videos of all the skeletons. So what review you want me to do for Halloween review month? Like any horror movie, any Halloween kids movies, and or even some rant on Halloween. So yeah. So my movie rant on this Halloween review month, which I will be doing a movie rant on Haunted Mansion 2023. And maybe my next review, I will definitely have a chance to talk about Hotel Transylvania. I might talk about the sequel actually, but let me think about it. So yeah, yeah, folks. Anyway, so yeah, hit a spooky subscribe button, turn on the scary notification, and share the videos of all the skeletons. So yeah, I'm gonna say it again. DVD, yeah, folks. Anyway, so this is NH Studio Lounge on off in Yadios, and have a great spooky day, everyone. And please make sure go subscribe to my George, because he is a new nostalgia critic. And this is it. Now, good night.